Hello there, Jeff here with the Bigshooterist channel. Thanks for tuning in. I know it's been a long time since I've done a video. I have a gentleman's agreement with all of my neighbors who I bother to a ridiculous proportion throughout the rest of the year that during hunting season, I'll keep it quiet and let everybody around me enjoy the woods. And I've got great neighbors and they put up with a lot of crap from me, so I don't mind doing that at all. But hunting season's over and it's time for me to get loud again. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about the 300 AAC Blackout. Stick around. It's good to be back. In the last quarter century of testing firearms and ammo and accessories, I've encountered and tested an awful lot of different calibers. Some of them never left that wildcat status where you have to be a reloader to make it yourself. And very few make it to that next level where they get support from large ammo companies. 300 AAC Blackout is absolutely in that latter category. There are a lot of companies that carry the ammo. There are a lot of companies that make firearms in that chambering. There are numerous positive aspects about the 300 Blackout. There are a few negatives, and in order to be fair, we have to discuss both. So let's start with things that, in my opinion, are positive aspects. The first thing of interest to me is I'm a NFA firearm kind of guy. I like short barreled, I like full auto, I like suppressed, I like anything in that category of NFA. Now you'll notice the rifle I'm holding up here is a short barreled rifle. This particular rifle is one that I built for my son for a hunting rifle. It is lightweight, he can adjust the stock, he has short arms like a lot of youths do. There's not too much front end weight, so he can move it around and swing it around and be comfortable with it, and he can also lug it around the woods with me and not tire too much. Those are some pretty positive aspects. Now a lot of people might look at this short barrel and hear performance or hunting and think that barrel's way too short to be effective. You need a long barrel to be accurate or to have muzzle energy. In the case of the 300 Blackout, you really don't. I was told that it was designed to be effective with a 8 to 12 inch barrel, somewhere in there. I haven't gotten that firsthand, it's only what I've heard. But from the testing I've done, that's shown to absolutely be the case. The performance doesn't go down with a shorter barrel, not one single bit. And that's a really cool thing. Another thing that really brought this short barrel rifle to the front to be a good firearm for a new hunter was due to the availability of ammunition. There are a lot of different types of loads. 220 grain ammo is the ammo that I run as a rule. The ammo that we use for hunting season, it's made by Gemtech. And because it's traveling at a subsonic speed, the muzzle blast is kept to a minimum, and the recoil is a gentle push compared to a sharp crack like you get with a lot of supersonic 30 caliber projectiles. So you've got a 30 caliber projectile traveling near the speed of sound. You've got very low recoil, and it functions in semi. That's fantastic. Now I've used 308 subsonic loads for several years. The problem with them, or a few of the problems with them, are number one, you've got a whole different platform. You have the AR-10 based platform, so everything's much larger and heavier. Number two, they don't cycle. So if you fire and you need a follow-up shot, you have to manually charge it. The 300 Blackout, even in subsonic, will cycle in a regular semi. That's an awesome benefit too. Due to it being subsonic or having a subsonic load available, it's a prime round to suppress. So I quite regularly run it with a sound suppressor on it. Now the subsonic rounds, ooh, amazingly quiet, fantastic. Even the supersonic rounds though, it helps a lot. It keeps it more comfortable for the shooter, certainly way below the level of damage, never mind the level of comfort. It's a great, great round for that. And if you haven't guessed by now, since it runs in semi, yeah, it also runs in full auto. And oh, I love that. Awesome. This is a rifle that I built for my wife for this hunting season. Same as the one for my son in many regards, except this one has a 16-inch barrel. She's stronger than my son, who's a new young hunter, and doesn't find the extra weight to be a problem. She still has the benefit of the collapsible stock, so regardless of what she's wearing for clothing or having a shorter arm size than I do, she can still bring it to a place where it's going to be comfortable for her. There are also lots of accessories available, including upper receivers and barrels. So this whole thing is really starting to come together now. So in order for a caliber to really have a chance of being manufactured and starting to generate a following, it not only has to perform in some way different or in some way that's desirable, but you have to have firearms companies that believe in it too. The more companies that make firearms in that chambering, the more ammo companies you'll find to manufacture that ammunition. And 300 Blackout's been a perfect storm. The suppressor industry, the firearms industry, the ammunition industry have all gotten behind this for several of the reasons I mentioned and several others. But people like it, it's desirable, it performs well, it's hard hitting, the recoil's low, it's great to suppress, and it functions the action. And to me, that makes a fantastic firearm. It gives you a nice 30 caliber alternative to this what's typically a 5.56 platform and all the accessories that go along with it. So the only thing that you have to change if you have a 5.56 version of the AR is the barrel. That's all you have to do. You can use your magazines, you can use your bolt and carrier, your upper and lower. You're just missing a barrel chambered in 300 Blackout. How cool is that? So those are the things that I like about 300 Blackout. My interest in NFA firearms is or should be apparent at this point. And when you start mixing them all together in one, we've got short barrel, 30 caliber, which is larger than the 5.56, bigger is better. That's the school of thought that I come from. We've got suppressed, and we've got full auto. That just goes off the charts. Full auto, suppressed, short barreled. How much cooler does it get than that? So I mentioned at the beginning that we were going to discuss positive aspects and negative aspects. And again, these are just my opinion, nothing more. We've gone over the positives. The only negative aspects that I have found personally is that since the round is not a crimped round, and typically the case is not filled with powder to capacity, there's a lot of room behind the projectile inside of the case. If you were to chamber this in a gun that wasn't chambered for 300 Blackout, let's say a regular 5.56, and slam that bolt carrier all the way home, not knowing it, thinking it's just another 5.56 mag, since you could mix magazines up if you don't ID your ammunition before you put it in theory, you could force the projectile back into the case when it reaches the chamber. Since it's a 5.56 bolt and case and everything working the way it's supposed to work on the back side of the casing, you could fire that. And I don't have to tell you what happens when you try to squeeze a 30 caliber pill through a 5.56 caliber chambering and barrel. It's not a good thing. A lot of extra pressure. It's not going to make it out. It's going to cause all kinds of problems. So that's one negative to me, is that somebody not paying attention, which you absolutely should do. So I'm really reaching here, but someone not paying attention could take what they view to be their AR mag, stuff it in their AR, charge it up and go to fire it, and have a problem. So what I've done to make sure that doesn't happen, even though I check all of mine, I want to make it as easy and safe as possible for everyone around me. I only use magazines in this that are green 20 round PMags. Those are my 300 Blackout magazines. And that way I can visually immediately see something on the table if there are a whole bunch of guns out there and a whole lot of ammo, and no, that's not correct. While I've not been shooting at the facility to give my neighbors a break and have some quiet woods, I had a little bit of free time. So I wrote a book. It's 177 pages. It is all tests on several platforms related to the black rifle. It's only firearms in that category, the AR-15, M16, M4, 416, and so on. It's testing I've done over the last 20 years. In case you don't know, that's been my day job for almost the last quarter century, is writing, doing testing and evaluation and research and development. This video stuff, as if the proof of quality isn't enough for you, is brand new to me. Writing is what I actually do. So the book is $12.95. It's available at Amazon, and I'll have a link to it at the bottom of this video. So if you enjoy the black rifle as much as I do, this book's going to cover it. It's going to be in there for you. So that's what I've been doing while I've not been making videos. Now I'm going to put some links to some earlier testing we did for those of you gearheads that really like to dive into these and not just listen to opinion. I'll put them down at the bottom of the video in the description, and I'll put a link up over here as well to some earlier videos that go over the testing that we did. So this is going to take care of today's video. It feels great to be back after a 7-week break of doing this. I like to communicate and share information with you. If you enjoyed it, please share it with your friends in your vast social media network. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And make sure you check out the book. It's for sale on Amazon, and you can find it in gun shops and places like that. Until next time, have fun and be safe.